I work for Avalinx. My name's Conor Seabrook, and Avalinx is based out of Columbus, Ohio. It was founded in 2005 as a IT consultant company, primarily focused in the business intelligence and retail space. In 2008, we formed Avalinx Studios after the announcement of the App Store for the iPhone. Our company had looked a number of times at developing mobile applications, both as plugins for our existing business applications as well as a service to provide. For various reasons, hardware specs, adoption rates, we kind of, we kept taking a wait and see mentality. When the iPhone came out, we saw kind of the popularity. We thought this might be a good place to jump in and go kind of a direct to customer sales. So.
Would you compare the life cycle of an XNA app, a typical XNA app, like maybe a card game or even a more sophisticated 3D game as compared to something in OpenGL as far as length of time?
Length of time, well, I mean, I think the main thing is that with OpenGL, you end up, at least for us, and because we're kind of a small group, you end up spending a lot of time getting stuff set up to get to that point where you can start creating concepts and start making decisions based on gameplay, things like that. For us, the life cycle with XNA, which is great, is that we have some real crunchy guys that are, C#, they are extremely comfortable in that environment. So we can offload that to sort of framework developers, guys that can just concentrate on, hey, let's create a card engine, let's create certain things that will facilitate. And then we can have more UI guys get into XNA and just start moving things around. They can start flipping cards. It's smoke and mirrors at, as far as, hey, I want to move this over, feel what that feels like, get it onto the device. But then right away I can say, nah, that doesn't feel quite right. Whereas we can offload that more to the UI guys as opposed to, the full-on developers who have to, they're weeks before they've gotten to a prototype stage. And at that point, we're not quite as agile to make quick decisions because we've kind of invested a significant amount of time.
Would you say it's easier to build like a camera framework and an object framework in, say, the 3D space, and then have your UI guys manage that from a scripting level so they can move things around once the camera framework is built, for instance?
Mm-hmm, absolutely.
Is that accurate?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. So, and yeah, I mean, again, the big thing for us is that with the iPhone, we put one resource on it, and it was, they were tasked with, and it was me, but, learn Objective-C, learn the tool set, learn the hardware, learn everything that goes into deploying an application. And, it was all new. With Windows Phone 7, we have that knowledge, and it's great being able to sort of offload that to different people, and it's not, basically going out and learning an entire new tool set, which is great that it's, it's the development tools. There's so many people out there, and looking for resources as well is a lot easier to find resources who can jump into Windows Phone 7 as opposed to for the iPhone or Android.
So let's talk a little bit about your most popular application, 21 Pro.
Sure.
Tell us a little bit about the game, and tell us a little bit about the migration process moving to Windows Phone 7.
Sure. So Blackjack, 21 Pro Blackjack is by far our most popular. It was the first application we shipped, and I think the development cycle for that was about 3 months, for the time that we started to the time it was in the store. And it's been a great success, and really, yeah, like I said, it really changed our entire development track to stick with the casino applications. We really saw that there was a demand for them.
That's the questions I had for you today. Next thing, let's do a demo.
Okay, so this is 21 Pro Blackjack for Windows Phone 7. One of the things we tried to do with this game is to really try and make it accessible for novice and experts alike. And we tried to put in a lot of information to help people learn terminology, rules, game variations, different strategies, as well as basic strategy charts. So we really tried to create sort of the the ultimate blackjack game with as much information to kind of make you a better player and get the most out of the game. So we get into gameplay. So here's the game. Again, what we try to do is just make this as the best tempoed blackjack game we can. There's a lot of games out there that don't spend a lot of time on animations and really kind of trying to make a very quick experience. So that's one of the things we try to do. And again, 3D tables, try to basically put as much polish on it as we possibly could. And yeah, we're really happy with the way it came out.